no subtlety.
Of going live?
Right?
It's just like, button that's there?
Boom! It's like, it's
I'm
right
really,
there.
like, I'm bright.
You are really bright. We match. You notice this? My shirt and your hair.
Hold on.
We match. Neon green. Be prepared. People are going to bombard you with happy birthdays. They already started. Hello, everyone.
Wait.
It's like... We call this quarantine green. Just so you know.
Projectile vomit green?
Projectile... It's exorcist green?
Exorcist. Oh, wait. That was my chat. Where'd it go? Oh, I messed it up.
I don't know.
No,
right there.
I'm looking for
Nope.
the chat part. Oh, there it is.
So, good evening, everyone.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Peeps. Ian Edwards says, hi, Peeps. I think that's an Easter reference. We don't do Peeps in this house.
I never liked Peeps.
Right?
I thought they were really gross.
It's March hell no.
Marshmallow. I am so bright.
Yeah.
I think it's the hair has added like an actual. You know what? I have makeup on cam tonight, and I don't normally. I'll scoot closer, and I think that it might balance out.
See, all right, everybody, be prepared. Everybody, just yell "Happy Birthday" with your texts and stuff like that. I feel like we need to have some sort of like live introduction thing, where it's like when we go live, because it's like 9 o'clock hits and it's boom.
Boom.
Welcome to the Grimm Life Collective.
Is there a thing? Can you attach something like that, or like our intro where it does it, or?
I don't know. I'll look into it.
You guys already know this. I am not the techie side of this duo here.
Look at all the love.
I know. Thank you guys so much.
You guys are truly amazing.
You guys are making my day. Someone was asking earlier if we're doing anything with cake or drinks or something to celebrate. I don't like cake.
We don't do cake.
I don't like cookies. I don't like pie. I really don't eat ice cream.
Oma raisin cookies, cherry pie. Man.
But with me mom and me dad, they made me steaks and baked potatoes. I live for potatoes.
Well,
so
we have a bit of a tradition.
And I don't drink.
We have a bit of a tradition in our family. When it comes to birthdays or holidays, we do steak.
Yeah.
We do steak.
We've started doing that ourselves. Like, instead of doing Thanksgiving dinner, like with turkey and stuff, Michael and I have started having steaks.
Yeah, steak.
Because it's like, you know what? I want to treat myself. I can eat turkey anytime. And I know that's what I grew up on as, like, a thing. And Mom always has turkey anyway. But, like, you know, when the families don't come together as much as they used to, and you got that massive turkey, you know, even the small ones are just too big. Then you have turkey in your freezer for over a year, and it gets frostbitten, so you throw it out. You just wasted $30 of turkey, you know. So we just make steaks. Everybody eats steaks. Okay, I'm gonna try and keep up with you guys as much as I can. That's why I pull up the tablet so I actually have the full.
You're kind of like
so
blowing out your hair. This is
know.
bright as bright can be.
Well, you know, because we're in Florida, I think I've gotten a little color, and my foundation is a bit white on me, you know.
If you follow her, okay.
Hi, Paige. Hi, sweetheart. Oh, my niece is
Mr.
here.
Sean Bond.
I like my steaks rare. I like them bloody and red.
Bloody and red.
Yeah,
Sean,
almost raw. Yeah, that's right. I do.
Thank you, Sean. Thank
Paige
you.
is my niece. I almost said nephew. She's my niece.
And they're in Illinois.
Which means hopefully my sister's there too. Hi, Laura, if you're watching. And if she's not, go put the phone or tablet in her face and tell her I love her.
You ready? You ready for this?
My hair does glow in the dark.
You ready for this?
What?
So, they live in Illinois.
No. No. No.
Illinois?
No.
In a quiet?
No.
A little quiet or Illinois? Ew. Is that hand sanitizer I taste?
Probably, yeah. It's Illinois. There's no S. You don't pronounce the S. It's Illinois. Yeah. And it's Missouri, not Missouri.
Okay, so
Right.
I feel like everything's a little like blown out today.
It is.
I don't know.
You know, I've noticed that when we do videos, like depending on the makeup I'm wearing, I'm a lot more bright than he is.
So, ready for this? So this Ghostbuster shirt, right around Halloween,
I'm just getting really, really like ungodly close, so I'm not blown out. But I don't know where to look. Where is the lens? Oh, there it is.
It's like right over there.
Hi.
This Ghostbuster shirt, if anybody's interested, I doubt you can get it. No, I doubt you can get it anymore. But we bought it for $5 at a place called Five and Below.
Yes, I am an Aries.
So this shirt is amazing. So
That's the last one I had.
Right?
Yeah, we specifically found out about that shirt somehow. I think you saw somebody wearing it and they told you where to go.
Yeah, I saw it online. Like,
oh, you something?
So.
Hi, Kristen. Thank you, sweetheart. Hi.
Should we tell people what we did today for your birthday?
What did we do?
Okay, so if you follow this ghoulish angel on social media,
Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, I think, is where I posted the picture. Yeah.
There's a photo of her all dolled up in some of her winnings. From
yeah,
go ahead, explain that.
On Instagram, Sourpuss Clothing Company, we're partnered with a lady called Halloween Herbivore, and they did a like this, follow us and share it, and you can win a parasol, a purse, and a hand fan that had pinstriping and the design of a bat. And I actually won it, which is like twice in my life I've only won something. Once I won a pair of boots like 15 years ago, and then I won this.
Were the boots made for walking?
Yeah, but I've never really worn them. Because they're very extreme pointy toes. It's a British thing because I came from Britain. And I'll show you. I have it right here. They're gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. If you like bats, which I do, I love bats. This is what it looks like.
Should be right back. Cue the elevator music. Do.
No, it's very quickly. So this is the.
This is all going somewhere.
Yeah. This is the purse that I got with it, which is so beautiful. I love bats, and it's so pretty.
She thought it was red, but it's pink.
No, and I love the pink. I'm not like a huge pink person, but I think it's really pretty. And then it's a matching.
Oh, I gotta stand back for this one.
Yeah, it's paper, so I'm gonna keep it in its sleeve, but.
It smells new. I can smell it all over here.
I hope so. So the reason why we mentioned this is that we've had some rain lately, and with work schedule, Michael's job is considered essential, so he's still going to work every day.
So I am officially going to work 40 plus hours a week to my essential job.
Amy, hi!
Is that Amy, the green hair Amy?
Yeah, Amy from
Hello,
Scotland.
green hair
Hi,
Scotland
Pumpkin.
Amy.
My friend Amy made this hair possible, by the way. And I'm so in love with it.
So, with everything that's been going on, I've been still going to work. I have an essential job, deemed essential job, which is kind of funny. I can't talk about it. But, so I've been doing that. The whole state of Florida is on lockdown. We are in quarantine, but I have to go to work still for the job that I do, which is not YouTube. It's a full-time job kind of thing. So we actually got a comment on our Leonard Skinner video saying, "What are you guys doing? We love your videos. Stop traveling." We are no longer traveling.
No.
We're not.
Yeah, I dyed my hair semi-recently. So if you see myself with green hair, you'll know from this point on how current it is. Tell your mom I love her and kiss her face for me.
Who's that, Amy?
No, so Paige is my niece. She says, my mom says hi, which is my sister.
Hello.
Yeah, my sister's name is Laura. Yeah, which they haven't met yet.
Nope.
You haven't got one of. She lives up in Illinois. We're gonna
Illinois. When all this is said and done, we're gonna be taking a trip up to Illinois. We're gonna be quiet when we do it, but we'll be up there in Illinois. So long story short, so we are done traveling until all this stuff blows over.
Yeah. So
for safety reasons
we had
and all that
some
jazz.
videos still that we hadn't posted.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So the Leonard Skinner one was shot before all this went down, as well as the Pippi Longstocking video, which everybody loved, but we had to take that down because it got blocked by the powers that be across the entire world.
Yeah.
So we pulled it down. I'm re-editing it right now, and I'm going to put it back up. So if you haven't seen the Pippi Longstocking video, It's going to be coming in about a week.
Yeah.
It's got to be re-edited
It's
so
gonna be
you guys can watch it.
mostly the same. It's gonna be very similar. But hi Sean, thank you, Pumpkin.
No, that's Scott.
Oh Scott, I'm so sorry. Hi Scott.
Hi, Scott.
Scott and wife.
Well, Scott and Sean are both in here. Two different people that we've been talking with.
I mean, we all, as Americans, grew up on the Pippi Longstocking movie from the 80s, but apparently the creators of the character and the original story hated the movie.
Yes.
And they have done everything in their legal power to have it banned anywhere in the world. So, with it being on YouTube that reaches across the globe, they have it blocked from playing anywhere, even small clips and stuff like that. So we're probably just going to use like stills like we've done in the past sometimes. So
I'm messing around with it.
Yeah.
I mean, it got a lot of really great reviews when it was up, and it was awesome. We loved it, but we got to kind of tone it back. And if you think about it like this, everybody who grew up in the early 90s, everybody knows Pippi Longstocking.
Yeah.
But have you ever wondered why there's no Pippi Longstocking merchandise anywhere?
because it's banned.
Because the creators, because it's a TV show and movie from the 60s, they did not like the American version. They did not want anything to do with it.
You could find stuff in the 80s. I remember having Pippi Longstocking stuff in the 80s, but I guess that's before the power that be went through the courts and had it banned, you know.
So it's coming back. Look for it. So
Thank you.
Even further in, today, I had off today, so we were home.
You see that?
What's
Zombie
that?
is remaking Exorcist.
Did not know that. I'd be
I'm not sure how I
rather
feel about
interested
that.
to see how that goes.
Hmm.
Day off today. We went out for a little bit of exercise.
Yeah.
We were
Fair.
nowhere near anybody. Not a living soul. Literally. So we were like, okay, where can we go and exercise where there's nobody
Just
around?
have a nice little stroll, stretch our legs, because with him working, we're not,
I'm wearing masks and gloves and everything
we
like
both
that.
wear masks while we're out, and we wear gloves, and we're goofballs. We're completely goofballs, and you get an idea in your head and you just start rolling with it.
So we went to the cemetery.
Yeah.
And we shot a video in a cemetery that is kind of informative about what's been going on, as well as kind of comical.
It's kind of a
It's coming. A PSA.
kind of like a mock PSA.
I wouldn't say it's not a mock PSA, because mock is kind of like making fun of things.
Well, we're not making fun of it, but we're trying to do it with a splash of comedy.
Yeah, like a 1950s high school kind of Grimm PSA on the world today.
If the 1950s high school did a Valley of the Dolls themed play that was to do a informative PSA on the current health crisis in the nation, that is what this might resemble.
So we filmed it, transferred it all. We did a little photo shoot for her. And it's funny, the closest people that were to us were the dead. And still, they were 6 feet under.
People are going to love it or they're going to hate it. I think the horror community is going to find some humor in it, and people who are not in the horror community are going to think that we're probably being insensitive, which we're you guys know us, we're not insensitive, so.
Right. We are very respectful.
Planning any Disney in the future. When Disney reopens, of course, we will be going back, but I'm not going back the first week they're open. I might even go back the first month that they're open, just because I don't think they're going to get a handle on this virus like they think they're going to, and everything has a resurgence, so I'm just to be cautious, I'm probably going to wait. Also the crowd. So there's so many people who are getting refunds, having their dates moved and stuff like that. Who are
we're
going to be
annual pass holders.
Yeah, we're annual pass holders. It's not going anywhere for much. I did. We watched Onward today. I was really looking forward to it. We saw it in theaters, and ever since I saw the previews for it, months ago, I fell in love. It's just, that kind of thing is just right up my alley. But
oh shoot, what was I gonna say? When it does come time to go back to Disney, I don't know about you, but I'm probably still going to when the first
hand sanitizer,
hand sanitizer, gloves, and I'll probably still be wearing a mask.
Thank you.
Because just for safe and giggles, like
we took it with us anyway on a normal day, just because so many kids come through there who probably have colds and things like that. So every time I would go to Disney on a basic day, I would come home, run a fever for a day or two, and then I'd be fine.
It's
So
it's kind of crazy because when you think about going to Disney, if you don't go as often as we do, you're in awe of everything around you, and you don't see the kids licking everything and the kids peeing in the
in
middle
places
of,
they shouldn't.
like, just standing out in the middle of the open in line for a ride and just
Yeah.
whipping it out and peeing, and it's like, whoa, what the heck?
Not
It
even
happens
kids,
all
like
the time.
like teenagers.
It's
even.
nasty.
Yeah, like I'm not talking. We have seen small kids who you would go, oh, he doesn't know any better. If they're trying to hide it, they know better. Okay, so just the child know better. But we also seen teenagers with their
Exactly,
parents,
Lisa.
with their parents
And we call
keeping
them
a
out.
lookout for them, and it's just kind of like the bathroom's right fucking there. Like, why are you? Oh, okay. And it wasn't busy. It was at nighttime when places were like getting ready to start closing down, and both places it was a haunted mansion, y'all.
And don't get us wrong, the Disney parks aren't nasty. They
No.
can be. The
Yeah.
Disney does an excellent job at keeping things clean.
But you-
there's so many people from all over the world coming,
Yeah.
and they all have different mentalities. And
Water
sometimes,
fountains.
yeah, don't.
I have
yeah.
seen so many kids lick the nozzles and the entire metal apparatus of the water fountain. You know, just things like that. So, I mean, we're going to do the same things that we've always done. You know, we always take hand sanitizer with us when we go to the park. We always wash our hands anytime we touch anything. Don't touch the railings. That's where all the germs are.
Yeah.
And it's such a habit. You know, it's such a habit to do. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for all the birthday wishes. It makes me so happy. Thank you for coming and joining and hanging out with me, too.
You're welcome, Eric. Eric, we turned Eric on to Tiger Man.
Oh.
Joe Exotic.
Okay.
Phew.
Awesome.
If you haven't seen Tiger Man, go and just watch it after this. All right, so I have a question for you guys. A serious question. Serious question.
Yeah.
So there are our YouTube channel. We base all of our videos on going to strange places and filming them and taking you with us. We can't do that right now. Tiger King, not Tiger Man. I keep calling him Tiger. Tiger King. Joe Exotic, Tiger King.
Thank you.
We've never really been the type of people that do like a daily video.
Daily
This is hanging out with us.
Kind of thing, yeah.
I do not want to do a video where it's like, hey guys, we're gonna cook dinner tonight and play a game or just hang out and watch TV.
Yeah.
I'd like to have something like.
Well, usually because editing takes so long that
Yeah.
whenever you are home, because he does all the editing. Okay, I'm just along for the ride. I have no hand in any technical bits whatsoever. So while he's home, you know, after working a full schedule, usually your free time is that you're editing.
Mm-hmm.
So even when we're just, you know, hanging out and watching TV, he's editing during that. And if I think he's missed a part, I'll just rewind it. You know, I watch a lot of shows while he's sleeping because, you know, it's just. He gets up really early and, you know, he works sometimes 10-hour shifts and
Lisa does say it. Yeah, it does. Doing YouTube does take a long time, but you see
Yes.
people out there who aren't working right now, who are stuck at home, or who are doing daily vlogs like that,
who usually do
which I
traveling
respect.
like us. Yeah.
But like it's almost like we don't have time for that. But like, do you guys want to see something along those lines? Like, I mean, I guess more like updates. I like the idea of doing live videos like this,
I like
and
doing,
possibly
'cause I get
like
to
watch
interact with
parties and
people.
stuff.
Yeah, because I get to talk to you guys like one-on-one. Because we don't get the opportunity to reply to a lot of people through social messaging. You know, I get messages through Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all of it, and so does he. He gets flooded a lot more than I do, so we don't get the chance to respond to people. So I like having to be able to talk to you guys, but I am totally down for like whipping out our like horror-based board games. We don't have many, but like the one that we have that is super cool, I would love to show that one off. So like maybe like have a tabletop game night and just either maybe live with you guys and do it, or just do a video and do it.
So it's kind of split. I'm seeing the comments come in. People say live feed, and
Live
people
feed,
say
yeah.
doing the vlog thing. Like I said, we're not quarantined. We're not stuck home because of this. But I mean, we'll give it a shot or something.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like, I don't know. Like, we'll give it a go. Like, I can't take the cameras into my work. Can't do that. That'll get shut down immediately. So that's going to be a no-go.
I'm thinking maybe do one of each and just test it out.
Yeah, I mean, we'll name it appropriately. I mean, if you remember, like Adam the Woo, like back in the day, he was doing travel videos like what we do, and then he started a separate channel for daily vlogs, and then I'd like to keep everything all on one channel so you can either watch it or you don't. It'll probably just say like quarantine vlog 1, quarantine vlog 2, quarantine vlog 3. But so if you want, because we can't travel right now, and it's gonna happen again.
It'll probably be like a themed show. We still have actually a mail video to do. We keep promising you guys. I'm so sorry that we've fallen behind on that, but you know.
We do have a P.O. box.
Yeah, so the P.O. box, we keep. I know. I'm so sorry, Amy. I'm so sorry. Amy, my beautiful, lovely friend from Scotland, sent us some Scottish snacks, and I haven't touched them because I want to do it on a mail video, and I've been like eyeing them from across the room, you know. Sometimes things they take a while, but we do have one in mind that we can do, but you know, just throw suggestions. You know, if there's something that you think that you would like to see from home. I know a lot of people say like our collections for like our collectibles and stuff. We are crashing with family, so everything is not on display here. Most of our stuff is in storage or packed away in boxes, so I don't think that we could do a collectibles video.
We can do like a part of a collectibles video right now.
Yeah, like, but it wouldn't be like our full-fledged, like this is all of our stuff, you know, kind of thing.
I feel like the coming weeks, it's going to be an adventure in itself. Like you never know what are gonna point our cameras at. We don't have cabin fever, but we're trying to do whatever we can.
You don't have cabin fever. You leave every day.
I do.
We have been. I have been self-quarantining. Me, my mom, and. So Michael and my dad still go to work because they have essential jobs. Me and my mom have been self-quarantining since before Disney closed. So while most people are only going on like a couple weeks of quarantining, we're like over a month long. So like we're going a little stir crazy.
Have a good night, Paige.
Bye, sweetie. Thanks for coming by. Thank you for the birthday wishes. I love you.
Illinois.
No. Tell your mom I love her.
All the way up there in Illinois.
One thing that I thought about doing, and I just feel like maybe it would be too boring, is that like one of the collections that we do have out that I could show you is our pin collection, but it's like Disney pins.
It could be a part of something else. It's a spooky pin collection.
I only collect Haunted Mansion, Halloween, villains. I don't have a huge villains thing going on, but it's basically mostly Halloween. It's like 70% Halloween,
So somebody said a Grimm Life Collective Origins blog segment. So we have these different ideas of what we've been wanting to do, like plan things. Like everything that we film, all of the locations is 100% unscripted.
Yes.
We walk into a place, we turn on the camera and say, let's go for it. So if we screw it up, we screw it up. But there are some things that we want to do. For instance,
we do a retake sometimes because I get tongue-tied and go...
There's green hair and there's green. So, like, we've always joked about inserting ourselves into famous horror movies through, like, a green screen. Like, the Grimms, like...
And then I went and dyed my hair.
Which is going to be rather interesting anyhow. You might have to wear, like, a hat or a ski mask. But, like, remember, like, old, like, Frankenstein meets Abbott and Costello? What if we did, like, Frankenstein meets...
You should stop saying it like that.
What, Illinois?
Yes.
Oh, no. What if we did, like, Frankenstein meets the Grimm Life Collective? And we go on these adventures with, like, a green screen stuff. Yeah. You never know. It could be something stupid.
It'd be really silly. It's like those videos you see of people, you know, because they're having Disney withdrawals right now, and they do, like, green screen things, you know, or with projectors. And
I'm really hoping that the video we shot today, it's going to be a quick, like, it's a PSA, like a high school PSA.
No, it's my hair. This is 100% my hair.
Yeah.
It is nice and neon. Bleached it, dyed it. It's all mine.
I can guarantee you this, though. Whatever we turn our camera on, it's not going to be us sitting there and going, hey, guys, let's just talk about this today. It's going to be, I don't know. Sometimes whenever I start editing things, I get a little crazy. Oh, okay.
A specific drink.
I'm
like a 5-year-old sometimes. I'll just point at things and drink.
Fun with flags.
Oh, God.
I feel like we should probably do a fun with flags video.
You know what that's from, right?
Oh, yeah.
Sheldon?
Yep.
Okay.
We
Just
should.
checking. Sometimes I'm much bigger nerd than he is, so I gotta make sure he knows. He's a bigger horror nerd than me. Like he knows all like the tidbits and horror and stuff, and I got more of the sci-fi end for you guys and fantasy. So together we're like.
If you
Or
haven't
something.
caught this, and I've got a lot of messages of people saying that they've gone back, that they're binge watching a lot of old videos, and I see a lot of the same comments pop up. One, they start talking about who other people in videos from years and years and years ago, but
Yeah.
other ones are.
Thank you.
I'm gonna give you guys a little hint. Something we don't really talk about that much.
Oh look, it's a piece of green hair for you.
Thank you. If you watch any of our videos, if you haven't caught on,
Hello, I wife.
the day that I release a video, usually about an hour before, I say, hey guys, there's a new video coming out on social media. I post, hey, there's a new video coming out.
Yeah.
And I give a little one-line riddle
Quip.
as to what that video is.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a teaser line, if you will.
And like some of you caught on, and like they'll post in the comments what it is, and other people, it's become like a personal game that I play, and I don't know if you guys caught on to that, but any video that comes in the future, especially travel videos, look for that little thing. It's usually around 6 o'clock because we post our videos at 7.
It's on Facebook. You do it,
and Twitter,
and Instagram,
and
then
YouTube itself.
YouTube. What do they
Community.
call it? Community. Yeah.
And then the other thing that
Which I don't think is available on the phone.
it is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't know about me.
And the other thing that we pride ourselves in doing is we're horror nuts. We love horror. Sometimes we instill horror Easter eggs in videos like our Night of the Living Dead movie.
Yeah.
But like for today, we do something that's a throwback to 28 Days Later in the video that's going to be coming out soon. So we don't mention
leave you
it.
guessing. I straight up tell you in the video.
Oh, that's right. You do tell them.
I know, yeah.
Sometimes we don't tell you. Sometimes we do. And it's like if you're a fan of horror, you're going to get it.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's really
because
stupid.
I thought that one was too. I thought that one was just too non-specific. You know, like sometimes you can throw a one-liner out and you immediately know which movie that is. This one may have left you guessing, so I'm just kind of like, I'll tell you what it is. Yeah.
So look for those.
So Alan has asked if we're going to watch the Shudder's Cursed films, and I don't actually know what those are. Do you know what those are?
I just saw an ad for it on Instagram. So I just
so
found
it's
out
not
about
out
it
yet?
before we went live. So
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know. So we're going to look into that. Anything Shudder, we're all about. Wait.
It is so hard not to like molest the Halloween hedge. Like you just kind of like want to like playfully grab it and give it a wee little hump. But
Wait,
you
what?
have to remember that it is still somebody's house. Like I'm sure they put up with a lot of people coming by and pretending to be Jason. Wait, what'd I say?
You said Jason.
damn
Michael
it.
Myers. See, Jason and Michael Myers
Both
live
wear
in
masks.
Illinois.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
Oh.
Illinois.
Because we did both. Yeah, I confused which one we're doing. Yeah, it's a very residential area, so we keep the shenanigans to a bare minimum.
Although
I do that all the time. It's like whenever I try to say the color orange, I see green in my mind. So oftentimes I will say green. And now it's happened with Jason and Michael Myers because they both wear overalls. They're both tall. They both wear masks. And at one point, they're both carrying knives. You know, and I'll see one of them in my head and I say the other name almost every time. And it kills me. I hate it.
Do you know, before, when Illinois became a state, you know what they almost called it? Quiet.
You really got to drop this. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Oh, you know what? Yeah, you're right. It is a machete versus a butcher's knife. Correct, sir. I have machete.
Speaking of
It's hanging on the door.
Friday the 13th,
You want to see it?
we just got done watching American Horror Story 1984. We finally watched that whole thing. We binge watched it in like one day. Quiet. See? That's it. Where are you from? I'm from Quiet.
So I actually have like weapons stashed all over my bedroom. I have at least 3 knives in here, like good sized ones. So this is my machete. It stays in its protective slouch. Slouch? It's a slouch. But I love this one because it is sharp. It is a real machete, but I don't know if you can make that out.
What if you like dropped it on my foot right now?
I'm not going to drop it on your
Don't
foot.
drop it on my
It has
foot.
a zombie on it. I love it. It's very sharp. And on this side it says Biohazard. I don't know if that's... I think that's a game, yeah. No, actually, it is a gear. Biohazard Zombie Survival Gear. I got it from a gun show, actually. So this is my... So that's my arm.
No, that's your arm.
Don't say things when I'm holding knives right next to you.
Just be quiet.
Oh man, you're gonna do this all night.
2 Halloweens ago, we did a haunted corn maze.
Oh, it was so cute. Oh, I know what you're going for too.
We're walking through the haunted corn maze, right? And Jessica, I think you were behind me, and I got the camera. You gotta watch this video. I'm so proud of this dad joke moment. So proud of it. We're walking through, and there's corn stalks all around us, and all of a sudden, my brain
I don't
blurts
know what
this
was
out.
said right before. You say it on video.
Yeah,
It
I
is on
say,
the
hey
video.
Jessica, can you imagine if there was a bunch of
A maze that instead of corn.
it was
Stop.
cans of cream corn stacked up, and maybe cream
Yeah.
corn stalks.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know where they come from, but cream corn stalks.
Ah ha ha ha! Mina! I love you too much to condemn you. Dracula.
Speaking of Wayne's World,
Dracula. Bram Stoker's Dracula.
we're laying in bed this morning, and I turned to Jessica and I said,
Oh yeah, yeah.
I quote this a lot in person.
He does.
I say,
a lot.
I had to beat them to death with my own shoes.
With
their own shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wayne's
Yeah.
World 2. So, yeah, weird
night,
things that stick up.
Amy.
Oh,
Mwah. Thanks for stopping by. I'll talk to you again soon. Mwah.
yes, we're excited for Bill and Ted's 3. Jeepers
Ah.
Creepers 3, somebody
you.
mentioned that, was absolute horrible. I hated it. I couldn't stand
You know, I had a slimmer of hope for Jeepers Creepers 3 because I thought finally, you know, with the whole, you know, touch the monkey paw, it's really his hand, but touch the monkey paw, and, you know, they start going into the spasms and you're supposed to be able to see his origins. Well, they do, but they don't share that with you. And it's like, why did you make me sit through that scene if you're not going to tell me anything?
Do you know what the best part of Jeepers Creepers 3 was?
The ending?
Exactly. That's why we're married.
High five. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, Robert. You guys make our day too for just being here and hanging out with us.
Yeah.
I know it's a live Q&A
Thank you guys.
thing.
Thank you so much for coming by and wishing me happy birthday. That means a lot to me. You guys are so awesome.
All right. One more thing. Let's see.
Thank you.
I think we had another piece of news.
Aside from it's my birthday.
It's your birthday.
Today. It is actually my birthday
Yep.
today. Yeah. So April 3rd. I was born in 1982, which makes me 38 years old.
And I'm 21.
If anybody could pass for that, it's probably me.
Add another 20 onto that, and that's where I'm at. Oh gosh.
In July.
Thank you, Paul.
And Michael's birthday, so you guys know ahead of time, Michael's birthday is July 12th. I so wish he was born on the 11th, because then his birthday would be 7-11.
No, it's the 12th. Nice try.
I would never let that go. Just never would let that go.
So birthday, obviously.
Yep.
Birthday, it's in the
Yep.
title.
Yep.
2, our PSA video that's coming out in a couple days on COVID-19.
Oh, it's gonna be so bad.
It's gonna be so bad. Like, it's kind of embarrassing, but it's gonna be so bad. It's gonna be awesome. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Just wait for it.
Oh, Lisa, that's so cool.
We talked about our she licked me. Our plan for doing Almost
Yay!
not a daily
Monday plans.
vlog, but more of a let's get to know the Grimms vlog.
I mean, we can
I
do things
hate
like
saying
that
that
where,
one.
like, you know, on different social medias, we can take a submit a questionnaire and just,
Yeah, like Instagram Q&A session. So listen,
yeah.
that look for that. We're gonna do all kinds of stupid stuff.
Well,
I remember what I wanted to say. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I don't know.
Okay, we did 2 weeks ago. We did a watch party, a Netflix watch party, and we weren't happy with the Netflix watch party. We watched a movie called The Autopsy of Jane Doe.
Yeah.
It's an amazing movie. If you haven't watched it, you
I
need to
love
watch
that
it.
movie.
So then we were going to do it that Saturday, and a bunch of things happened, especially with my work, and we didn't do it. Gentleman, Mark, I don't know if you're in the room tonight, Mark, reached out to us and said, hey, you should try this thing called Cast, K-A-S-T. So we did, but the audio was all off. So I'm not really sure the best way to go about doing
really weird.
the watch party.
We just could not get it to work properly.
Our friend John Massari, who wrote the music for Killer Clowns from Outer Space, Killer Clowns, which is now on Netflix as of April 1st. If you haven't watched that, watch it. It's in the comedy section.
Is it really?
Yeah, not the horror section. He did a watch party where basically he was like, hey guys, if you want to watch this movie, watch it at this time with me. And he had the camera up and he watched it and he just did a commentary and he talked about the movie and answered questions. I like that idea.
I like that idea, but we didn't make any movies. So it's like, what would we be commenting about? Just like, you know, what, the scenes that we enjoy? Look out! No, don't do that! I don't know.
What if we did a...
I thought that said horror sucks, and I was like, where? How did you get in here? No, it said horror rocks.
What if we did like a... we created a playlist of our top YouTube videos. And
did commentary about those videos?
And we did a live commentary watching them, and we create the playlist so you guys can watch the videos
so it'd be a shareable
real
playlist.
time, and then we can just talk about crazy things that happened that we didn't show.
There's so much footage that we have not been able to show you guys that have gotten deleted because it didn't fit. Different experiences.
Oh, we got a lot of deleted footage and B-roll for.
I didn't have that much today.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Didn't?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We did. I kept the camera rolling a lot. There was times where she's like, "Wait, you're recording?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, but that's mostly me staring off into the distance trying to get my words correct.
Yeah.
So. Ooh, good footage.
Our plan is to like take any B-roll, deleted scenes, outtakes, and put them on our Patreon page, because
that has been the plan for the longest time. And we keep explaining why it doesn't work yet.
So I like it. We'll do a watch party, but I think the next thing that we're gonna do,
I would totally do a cooking video with you guys.
We're gonna
grilled cheese.
Like the TV show Nailed It.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Oh. Well, we could actually do a baking video because neither one of us can bake to save our lives.
I would kick your butt.
You very well may. You very well may, because
thank you, Thomas.
I don't even know how to like make a cake unless it comes in a box, and even then I gotta read the instructions because I have no clue, and it wouldn't be the right kind of cake. Nothing would go right. I'm telling you this right now. If you try to make me cook something or bake something, it's not going to go well.
A couple Halloweens ago, I wanted to do a Halloween video. Do you remember this? Oh yeah. So okay, I'm all over the place. So we're gonna do more watch parties Saturday nights at midnight. I think what is today? Friday.
Friday the 3rd, yeah.
Yeah. So tomorrow is a watch party. So do you want to do the Grimm?
Yeah, we'll create a playlist. We'll keep you guys updated. We'll especially pick ones where we'll do
the top 5
juicy bits going on.
Well, not the top 5 because there's Hagrid's is the #1 video,
right? And it's a bit long.
It's a bit long.
Yeah.
So,
but maybe something like the Tom Savini. I think people would love to hear the comment on that one.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. We'll do that.
Oh, hi, Kathy. Mwah.
Do a vote for the movie. We'll do that tomorrow morning. We'll do a vote for the movie. I'll put it out there saying, "Hey guys, this is what it is. Which 5 movies, 5 of our videos do you want us to commentary?"
Videos,
and then at midnight tomorrow night, we're going to do the commentary roast of ourselves for the most part.
Oh Lord.
And just go live and just talk about behind the scenes stuff. But Tom Savini one, that'll definitely be on there. So tell your friends tomorrow night at midnight. The Grimm Life Collective will be
so
talking.
sweet.
I don't know. It's weird. What?
Oh, Lisa was saying that I look just like her daughter's friend. Sometimes it's eerie. I have some doppelgangers out there. For the longest time, people have told me that I look like Milla Jovovich. She's gorgeous. I love her. I don't see it. I would love to look like her. I don't see it.
She does. Well, everybody says I look like Jim Carrey.
Yeah, you do. You do. And it's a lot in the mannerisms.
I'm going to change that as of right now.
Because you're a comedian at heart.
The flip-de-doo.
What was I watching? And I told you about it when you came home. It was the British baking show. They were asking this one guy when they rolled out the recipes. They were asking if he had experience with it, and he's like, "Haven't got a clue. Haven't got a Scooby-Doo." Michael loves Scooby-Doo, so like the whole day. I think I was watching it at night while you were sleeping, so like I had to wait until he woke up, and then I had to be like, "Oh my god, I heard the cutest line about Scooby-Doo." Yeah.
Somebody said top 5 non-amusement park. We're not going to be amusement park. They're going to be straight up Grimm Life Collective made videos. Maybe Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah. The Conjuring house was a great time.
Oh, that'd be a
There's
good
a lot
one
of
too.
stuff that we've done where we've taken road trips. And then there's stuff that's like local. Obviously, we're not going to do it on a video that's only like 5 minutes long, you know.
Mason says she says bad booty. You're welcome.
Bad booty. Because there's probably not much to say there. I mean, we probably had some fun times filming it, but, you know, whenever you have a 5-minute video, it took at least a day or at least a few hours, you know, so you take a vote. I mean, there's a lot of videos that I'm not in because it was before me. So, if it does end up being one of those videos, I will totally roast the people in it.
Well, it's not going to be one of those videos.
Damn it. Come on.
I mean, maybe.
Let me have this.
Maybe at a different time we will. We will. Yeah, so tomorrow night, midnight, we're going to have 5 videos that we're going to do a commentary on. And then every Saturday night, we'll like do that. And then
trade off
a movie night.
Yeah.
And we're just going to wing it and go. Because we just want to hang out with you guys.
Yeah.
And I know you guys are just stuck at home. Some of you guys are stuck at home. And let's do something. Let's hang out together.
Do you know Dead Silence? I don't know Dead Silence. I probably
Dead
do,
Silence
but I can't
is a
think of
great
it.
movie. Yeah.
Do you know the location?
I do not. Wait, no. I'm thinking of Dead Snow. Dead Silence. That's the one with the dummy, right? I think so.
I don't know.
I think so.
I'm really terrible with titles. It takes me a minute to remember things. But they're asking if we know the filming location, so apparently we don't.
We don't.
We will look it up.
We will look it up.
Yeah.
You can always reach us.
I love the interview with the
Via
vampire videos. That was so much fun. So beautiful. Goodness.
Yes. So thanks for reminding me.
Yeah.
That was our
I love
Halloween
New Orleans.
episode.
Yeah.
Our plan is to always have like a Halloween special. Special. We love Halloween specials. Before interview with the vampire happened, excuse me, I'm sorry. I had this crazy idea of us dressing up in our Halloween costumes and turning the garage into like a makeshift weird laboratory and do a video on almost like a talk show kind of thing where we would have like these we would be interviewing like Bela Lugosi and stuff.
Science shows back in the day. Yeah.
But like ultimately we would have a science experiment where we would make ecto-cooler.
Well, you told me that you had found a recipe for it,
which
is pretty cool.
Yeah. So maybe we'll do that video too.
Whenever my birthday comes around, I always ignore social media so everything can pour in. I don't have to like keep constantly going back to it because someone else has posted. So I usually get around to replying and saying my thanks on social media like the day after, just so that like I don't have to constantly keep checking it and going back and making sure I don't miss somebody. So if you've left me something on my either Facebook page or on Instagram and everything, thank you so much. And I promise I will respond to each and every one of you guys. But I haven't gotten on. I actually I kind of ignore it, let it set to the side, and then I put my full attention on it like the next day or day after. So You'll be hearing from me.
Prince of Darkness, great movie. Have a good night, Daniel. See you tomorrow night. Remember, tomorrow night at midnight.
Bye, Daddy.
Somebody asked if we're going to be posting about the watch party on Patreon. We are. A lot more stuff is going to be coming on Patreon. The video, the PSA that we're doing with the PSA that I'm editing right now, there is going to be outtakes and dropped footage that'll only be available on Patreon.
Wink.
Have a good night, Daniel. Tomorrow, Daniel, midnight. So Patreon, if you don't know what Patreon is, look in the links of all of our videos. I don't think of this one right now. And you can find out information about joining our Patreon Postcard Club. Or you can also go to grimlifecollective.com.
Yeah.
We have merch and holographic stickers like 1980s.
Yeah, they're very pretty. While we're talking about Patreon, I just remembered. We have our order in for the next set of postcards for the people who are on the custom postcard. But because of social distancing and everything like that, we normally would go and pick them up at a big store. However, this time we will have to have them delivered to our house. So it's going to be a slight delay in us getting them and then getting them out to you guys.
So this past Postcard Club, if you were a part of the Postcard Club, if you don't know what that is, go to Patreon. Blah, 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 blah. Amanda, awesome. This time we wrote on there, hey, if you got this postcard, tag us in it. And some of you guys did that, which is awesome.
They
because
make us so happy.
I'm trying to get a feel to see how long it takes to get to some people.
For some people to get it, yeah.
I've seen people get it as late as the 20th. And some people at the end of the month.
Well, I don't know if they're posting it when they get it. I think sometimes people might take a while to post the hashtag, you know, because, you know, you get forgetful and things like that. Like,
we do send them out. We handwrite them, and we do send them out, and our hands were all like, afterwards.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that you guys are getting them, so thank you for letting us know that.
Yeah.
All right. Happy bloody birthday, Jessica.
Thank you. Hi, guys. It's turning up real nice.
Hey, our Austin friends. Hopefully you guys are being safe.
Hopefully, it's just as hot there as it is here.
Some of you guys, our friends up in Massachusetts, were just saying that they post every time they get the cards. They always post them and let us know, which is awesome.
Yeah, Jamie and Laura.
They're going to get creepier. We sent out some postcards, and I remember signing them and sending them out going, maybe these are like too horror sexy for the general public. Okay, here comes Hollywood vampire Lesbos from outer Texas.
Everybody who watches us are primarily horror fans, so I think that they're okay. I get a little, not uncomfortable, but like I get a little curiosity how some of them might be received. Not from the custom ones, the ones that we make ourselves, but we do buy themed postcards for the lower tiers that we send out. And they're basically horror movie posters, like vintage horror movie posters. And like you're saying, some of them are like the vampire Lesbos. So there's no, there's no bosoms that are in full view or anything like that. Hi, Australia! But it is like bikini-clad ladies. And I know that a lot of people have kids and stuff, but I doubt that kids are running around going, I've got your mail! I don't know.
Lady Dracula's got bacula. Bad booty. Oh God. Oh, Lady Dracula's got bacula.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Nadia.
She's got
okay.
bacula.
It's honestly like the thought that matters. Thank you so much for thinking about it. I really appreciate it. I hope that you guys are doing well. We know that we're not the only place being hit by this virus. We, above all, just wish everybody is safe, taking precautions, and is in good health. It's hit close to home for us. It's hit close to homes for a lot of people across the globe. Our love and our hearts are with you guys, honestly. So don't worry about not being able to send me something for my birthday. I thank you so much for the thought.
Just the fact that you guys are here, or that you watch our videos and you reach out to us, whether we get back to you or not. I'm sorry if we don't. Sometimes things get flooded, things get lost. Just the fact that you guys watch and you enjoy our creations, our travels, our stupidity.
And you're here talking with us.
It means the world to us.
Tuned in with us tonight.
That's all that we care about. So thank you. All right, Q&A question time. But what do you guys want to know? Ask us something spooky.
I forgot they were doing the Dune remake.
Something kooky. Wait, what?
I haven't looked into. I know it's a. I know nothing.
No.
No, I had heard about it. I looked into it. I saw an article on it, and I have since forgotten everything that I read. So I have like a feeling of what I think I know. So I'm not going to say anything. But you know what? That is a big book. That is a big movie to cover. That was deliciously 80s. I mean, that movie was just ungodly, gorgeously 80s. They're going to have to do a really good job, or I'm going to throw something.
2 words. And it ends there. David Lynch.
Yes, acceptable. Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. 3 words. David Lynch. It's 2 words. Sting. Oh, wait. I got 2 more words. Heart plugs.
So,
Dune.
got a question about the Museum of Death in
Okay.
New Orleans and California. We recently visited both of those places. The Museum of Death in New Orleans was kind of doing some renovations, so we didn't go there. We were going to go to the one in California, but they were in the process of moving, so they weren't even open.
Yeah.
But we know that you're not allowed to film in there. You're not allowed to take pictures. So one of the biggest reasons that we sometimes go to places is to be able to document it. So, you know, it's kind of a... Even if we weren't doing YouTube, like if I was going to pay $30 a ticket to go into some place that is not even that large to see something, I would want to be able to at least like take pictures or something so I could remember and go, hey, that was really cool. Remember when we went and saw this thing? Hey, look at my phone. Look at this picture. I don't think I can put myself in a place that says no cameras, no nothing, and I'm paying $35 a ticket.
Yeah. Like, I mean, much respect. I mean, I would absolutely love to do the Museum of Death if
Quite
that ever comes
honestly,
around.
It didn't even look like it was like the, how do you call it, like the fixtures and stuff were like really cheap and whatnot, like old.
$15 per person. Yeah.
Is that the one in California? Because the one in New Orleans, granted it is right on the strip, is on Bourbon Street. Is it Bourbon Street?
Bourbon Street.
I think theirs was something like $30. Or no. It's here in Florida. There is a skeleton museum or a bone museum.
That costs about $30.
You're not allowed to take pictures. You're not allowed to take video, and it's, I believe, $35 to go in. But still, I mean, even the cheaper ones too. It's just kind of like a. I mean, maybe that's just, you know, where we are in society, like you take pictures of everything, but I have a failing memory, so that's kind of important to me to be able to like actually take even a single photograph of something I thought was super cool means a lot to me because it helps me re-jog my memories. So I kind of just really don't want to pay even $15 to go in somewhere that I can't like take a single snap picture of. You know, I mean, I'm not going to be posting them, you know, I mean, some places don't want you to document, and that's fine, we'll still go and like, you know, do a review, but that's just how I feel. Thank you. Thank you. Hi. Sorry, I rambled.
Once all this stuff is passed and we can safely travel, which we will be traveling with gloves and masks and soap and hand sanitizer and stuff. We will be back to traveling. We have a lot of things planned. From filming locations to famous graves and murder sites or weird roadside attractions. So be warned, shall you?
That's a good question.
What's that?
Mark asks if we've ever tried going to some of the old Navy ships. I've heard that there's one here in Florida that is haunted, that you can do a tour of.
I heard that too.
It being a little pricey though, or it was far.
Well, when we were living in Savannah, Georgia, we were part of a group called SPI, Savannah Paranormal Investigations. Gordon, hello Gordon. I know you're not watching this because I don't know why, but I talked with him because him and I would sit down and decide where we were going, like what the locations that we wanted to go, and we talked about going and spending the night on this naval ship.
I remember you telling me that. Yeah.
And I don't remember where it is, but yeah.
It was a haunted one. Yeah. That's a really good question. Art Maker Forever asks if we had a themed wedding or we had a traditional wedding. We unfortunately didn't get to have a ceremony. We got married at the courthouse.
Well, no.
And then had a
no. We didn't get married at no courthouse.
No, we technically we did all the papers and stuff at the courthouse, and then a friend did the the vows and stuff.
Let me
in a
repaint
park.
this picture because somehow you got it all wrong.
I was there.
May
Have
1st.
pictures.
May 1st is going to be our 3-year anniversary.
Yes.
We did what everybody else in the world does. We went and got our marriage certificate.
Yes.
We didn't have a courthouse wedding, no judge, nothing.
No.
We went.
It wasn't even available.
We left the courthouse, and when we left, it wasn't like it was as soon as we had our marriage license, but within 24 hours of us getting
it was the same day.
yeah, we decided, why wait? Let's just get it. Let's just
we
get
knew
married.
we were getting married that day.
So
Yeah.
Savannah, Georgia, if you have ever been there, there's 13 historical, beautiful squares.
Yeah, squares
In
is what they're
the
called.
town.
Squares,
Basically, it's like a block wide, and there's houses, these big Victorian mansions, and there's oak trees everywhere. And the one right in front of where we work, the Sorrel Weed House, is called Madison Square. Madison Square.
Derpy derp.
We decided, since pretty much our entire relationship somehow evolved around this square, we should get married there. So we got a hold of a friend who was ordained, and they came down, and it was a very, very, very windy day.
Yes.
And we got married in this square on a windy day,
you.
surrounded by beautiful architecture and
They got married the year I was born.
beautiful architecture and trees. And we always joked that, hey, it was our haunted, southern haunted fairy tale wedding.
Haunted fairy.
Yeah.
When we first got engaged and we're talking about being married, we had a full plan for a wedding and for a ceremony, and it was going to be haunted fairy tale with the thing because we're both obviously haunted mansion nuts and
What's that?
gothic-y people. And we started planning it. We were looking into places, prices, and things like that. And neither one of us was from Savannah. All my family and friends are in St. Louis, Missouri, or scattered throughout the country. You're from up north in Pittsburgh. And, realizing that friends were basically going to empty their bank accounts to try to travel to our wedding, we just called it off. Because we were struggling ourselves to even put a down payment for the square, and then there was the price of chairs and all this other stuff, and it was like, we can't afford this. So one of these days, I know, but we know that everybody who would have RSVP'd, at least half of them would have been able to not make it at last minute, and then we would have paid for all those seats and the squares and all that stuff, and one way or another, people would have been losing money, and with most people in our life and ourselves, we don't have a lot to spare. So one of these days, we will have a small ceremony. It will probably be themed, and we'll probably live stream it for you guys, to be honest. I would love to do that. But we don't know. It's probably going to be around Halloween. We wanted to have a Halloween wedding, and we just couldn't wait. So we got married in May. We got engaged in December. We wanted to be married on Halloween. That was too long to wait.
Mm-hmm.
It was way too long.
And you ready for this?
What?
Somebody said pictures. You ready? Are you ready? Sadly, there are no actual pictures of our wedding ceremony.
There are actually.
But there's beginning to end video.
Oh no, you're right. No, there was like a picture or two before the recording.
The whole thing is recorded.
Our vows were also on the fly. They were not practiced or written out in advance. So when it came time for vows, he went first, and it was so sweet. And then she looked to me, and it was my turn to say vows. And I panicked because I'm not good with words, guys. I mean, I can barely talk on camera, and I'm supposed to say, the most amazing words of the love of my life here. So I ended up, instead of saying vows, I sang him his favorite song.
Which is?
At Last by Etta James.
Mm-hmm. Who's from Illinois. No. But no, I love that song. And she used to sing it to me, because before we actually met, we would FaceTime
a lot.
FaceTime, and I would go to sleep. She'd be up, so she would sing me to sleep.
Yeah, almost every night for months, I would sing him to sleep, and I would let we would just leave the camera on, and I would watch him while he slept. He has night terrors, so it's difficult being in a space by yourself when you have something like that. So I would literally watch over him, and if I saw that he was getting restless and his dreams were getting bad, I would start to sing to him again. And I don't remember you ever waking up from a night terror unless I'd fallen asleep or something like that. And
basically, every night that we fell asleep, every single night we did this, we fell asleep right next to each other. So
yeah,
that was before we even met. And then when we met, it's just been nonstop.
yeah.
So that's that.
How did we know that we were it for each other? It literally fell into place like dominoes. It was the most natural thing I've ever felt in my life.
Jessica and
I had no questions at all.
we knew of each other for years.
Yeah, like 5 years.
Yeah, like every now and then.
We went back and found the date.
yeah, like every now and then we would pop up in each other's lives and be like, "Hey, how's it going? I really like this picture you posted," and that was it. And we kept everything completely
Lane, I love you.
amicable.
I love you so much. She keeps quoting Bram Stoker's Dracula at me, and it's like I love that movie. It's like one of my top 5 movies. I love you.
Not once did we ever. And we were friends, and we would always be like, every now and then we'd be like, "Hey, how's it going?"
Hi, Chili.
Comment on pictures, but we're always in bad relationships.
Yeah.
I was in a bad relationship. She was in a bad relationship. So it was always like never the right time. And yeah, it's just we never crossed any sort of line. And then one day, we've talked about this many times in the
I have so
past.
much respect for you.
Yeah, we talked about this many times in the past. We're not going to really get into it right now. At some point, a video with reenactment will happen. But one day we found ourselves both single, and we're like, well, what the hell are we doing?
And it just clicked.
It just clicked.
Like,
and then less than a year later, we were married, and 3 years later, we're here today.
Well, like within 3 months,
crazy.
we were engaged. Like, he came down to Florida. His first day ever at Disney World. He'd never been.
I drove a hearse to Disney World.
Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. It was Christmas Eve, and he proposed me in front of the castle. I have a picture.
Parking the hearse at the most magical place on earth. If you didn't know that, Disneyland in California is the happiest place on earth, and Walt Disney World is the most magical place on earth.
Yeah, I did not know that. I thought they were all called the same thing, but they're not. Okay, so since I'm showing you on my phone, I don't know how well you can see this, but that is Michael proposing to me at the castle. My face is completely blown out, but you get the idea. Yeah.
All right, more questions, guys.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got going on here.
Legendary!
Ow!
Sorry.
No, it's all right. So some people, the latest video that we put out was on the Leonard Skinner locations, and almost immediately, every time you post a video, and this is comical, and we try really hard. We try really not that. We try really hard to read and respond to every comment, and almost immediately with this video, if you watch it, it's very set up like a documentary. Each location that we visit, I put the name of the place and where it's at, and if you go and you read the comments, multiple people are like, "Oh no, that place is actually here." And then other people, "Oh no, you're wrong. That place is actually here. I went there." "Oh no, you're wrong." "No, I'm right. You're wrong." It was this weird battle. So
it was comment fights.
It's almost like think of it like
we do a lot of research.
Shoot, like imagine saying this is right now we're in Manhattan. We'll just say that, right? And then there's the East Side. So I could have said, "Hey, I'm gonna go to that pizza place in the East Side," or I could say, "I'm gonna go to that pizza place in Manhattan." It's the same thing, but it's a separate little area. And that's what people were like kind of getting
right on the cusp,
but heard about.
Because you go one block and you're in a different place.
Yeah. So for those of you who are watching that video and going, "Hey, where's all this stuff at?" When I put those title cards in there, I literally went to Apple Maps and I typed in the Van Zant house. And that exact address that it gave me, whether it was Jacksonville or Middleburg or wherever, I put that address on there. So
and it can be a bit
it's
generic
right
sometimes
according
too.
to those maps, just a heads up. But it's all in the Jacksonville area.
Yeah, so like we're in Orlando, but if you ask anybody, you go, "Oh, we're from Orlando," and they go, "Yeah, but where are you from?" So it's like saying like what county
Mhm.
you're in. They were fighting over the name of the county basically, because you go like I said, you go one block and you're out of county, but it's such itty bitty little things.
Says
Thank
hello
you guys.
when you used to work at a sideshow. What did you do? Oh man. Well,
All the gross stuff.
if you know where to look, there's a very unflattering video of me
Vomiting.
online performing said sideshow.
Which one on the
There's
stage
two different
or
videos. There's one on
when you're by yourself
no, it's me and the other guy
on
that we
stage?
did the stuff with. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we did a promo video. We did a promo video because we used to perform in clubs. We did things like sword swallowing, eating live insects and crickets, eating glass, bed of nails, human dartboard, human blowtorches, like all this weird stuff. So we would actually perform in clubs. So we created this promo VHS tape that we would hand out to promoters, and that's how we would get our shows. And we opened up for people like Voluptuous Horror of Karen Black
Yeah.
and Helmet and Morphine Angel, like all these like 90s like goth club kind of things. But that video, that promo video is online somewhere. And if you, if I'm gonna shut up after this, somewhere on my timeline on Instagram, on my Instagram
Always
wall.
down there.
If you go further
really
down,
down there,
further
yeah.
down, you can see a video of me with the meat skewer through my face and making these weird mouth movements that's making like blood come out. That's actual real blood, but it's a meat skewer through my face, just so you know.
That's where you get your dimples from.
Well, yeah, I have these dimples that you can't really see. I don't know.
Well, you
right
said
there.
it's probably
Yeah.
from your piercing, but
Yeah.
I just think that's way too
Well,
high.
Well, so what happened
They're right-
was,
right there.
yeah, I used to pierce here, and then
He used to be a
I
piercer
used to
too.
do body piercing, and I had 27 pieces of jewelry in my
Peaceful
body
amount.
at once. And at one point, I was like, I'm gonna get my cheeks
The
pierced.
cheeks, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Worst experience ever. And I'll tell you why. You ready for this?
I don't think I've heard this.
All right. Yeah. No. All right. So, when you get your cheeks pierced,
Mm-hmm.
who here? All right. So,
Spicy food.
if you floss, you would know that even hours after you eat,
Mm-hmm.
your food is still in your mouth. Right?
Yeah.
If you floss, you know
Mhm.
this. Some people don't floss. If you chew meat and you leave it in there and then you floss, it'll probably start stinking if you didn't do it all the time, right? Now, if you know what a
What is
labret
life?
piercing is, there's the ball and a post that goes into your
Slippery is
face,
the
yeah,
bottom lip, not
and
the
then
lip. Yeah.
there's a flat backing on the back,
Oh, it destroyed his teeth.
all right?
Yeah.
So imagine having that labret on either side over here. Now, what would happen when you eat? All that food would get in the hole,
Ah,
and you really can't get in there and floss.
that's disgusting.
So I would taste nastiness. So they came out really quick, but I hated that. Yeah, flossing. I've never been a huge flosser,
That
and
is
then
the worst thing I've ever heard in my life.
I had like some dental work done down here on the bottom. You watch some old videos, and you'll see this gap in my teeth. It's not there anymore. See, but it destroyed my entire lower jaw gums, and I had to get the teeth pulled and like removed and,
What was
done.
it? 4 or 5?
4.
4.
And ever since then, I've become a major flosser, and I'm
Yeah.
telling you what, the things, like, if it was gold, I'd be rich. It's like, yeah, when you brush your teeth, make sure you floss, because I know this is disgusting, I'm sorry. It's insane how much food is still in your mouth after you brush. Just saying. So, floss, brush, floss,
So I have a question.
mouthwash. Anywho.
And I already know that the answer would be a resounding yes. Like, would we ever go to Maine to like Castle Rock to where Stephen King location stories and stuff? Like, yeah, I don't know if anything was actually ever filmed there. It's just a setting and a story, I think. But I still think stuff like that is cool.
So, there's things that Jessica does not know that I just
There's a lot of things I don't know.
one of my pastimes, one of the things that I absolutely love to do, I like to take imaginary trips in my head.
Oh, I knew that.
All right. Well, so what I do is I go into Google and I do a lot of research. I have a Google map for every state in the United States.
I know this.
right?
But you do, yeah, you do like the pins and stuff, yeah.
And in each one of these maps, when I hear something and I want to visit there, I pinpoint it in there so I can go and find it easier.
Thank you.
So if I'm like, hey, we're going here, I can look at this map and go, okay, these places are around it. And then I build a trip. Well, a lot of times, I'm like, okay, well, someday I want to go to Bangor, Maine and visit
Yeah.
the Stephen King locations.
Yeah, I know these things.
So I've already have a road trip,
whole trip
planned
out, yeah.
of every location and how long it's going to take to drive there. From the inspiration for Pet
He's
Cemetery
very
and
detailed.
It and Bet's Bookstore, which has Stephen King's signed autographed books, like the
Oh,
biggest
yeah.
in the world. Like
Yeah.
all these things, I got it all planned. So someday,
Oh, cool.
yes, I'm rambling now.
Hopefully, I mean, we don't know what's going to happen with this virus, but the plan was, thank you. The plan was
Hi,
that
Jackie.
this Halloween that we were going to finally go to Salem, Massachusetts, because I've never been. Again, you know, with the quarantine happening, we don't know how long that's going to go on, and so it's hard to say about what our future plans on, you know. I mean, if we can still swing it, of course, we'd love to go up to Salem, Mass as Halloween, like during Halloween itself, but I can't confirm that anymore, I guess.
Right. We have no
Yeah.
idea what the future's going to hold.
So,
So we'll just make the best of it for right now. But we are going to be traveling again at some point.
do
That's
you
the
have a must-see location in Oregon?
Goonies.
Was that in Oregon?
Yeah, Goonies. Or is it Washington State?
I don't know.
Dang it. Washington State, Oregon. I think it's Oregon. The Goonies filming locations.
Mhm.
I don't remember. It's somewhere around there. I know, Jamie. Someday you're going to be back here.
Yeah, we have so many people, friends who are, you know, live across the United States and even in Europe, who had solid plans to come here for Halloween Horror Nights. And just like in America, you know, across the world, everybody's being laid off due to quarantine. And so many people have had to cancel their plans to come here for Halloween Horror Nights. So, you know, at this moment in time, we're not confirming anything because there's just no way of knowing. So I don't want to get anybody's hopes up, but I can tell you what our plans were and that we would love to still follow through them if possible. So, like, right now, for my birthday, we were supposed to be in Dallas.
No,
Austin?
Austin.
Okay.
The
Texas.
plan.
We were supposed to be in Texas.
My gift to Jessica for her birthday this year was to be standing underneath or near the Congress Street Bridge in Austin and seeing the bat colonies flying out at dusk. So we didn't get to do that this year, but
Fluffy.
we'll be back.
Yeah. I love bats. They're so cute. I love the flying fox so much. It's a sky puppy.
Have a good night, Paul.
Thank you,
Tomorrow night,
Paul.
midnight, watch party, commentary of Grimm Life Collective
So
episodes.
wait, is it tomorrow night that we're getting the listing together?
So
or...
tomorrow morning, before I head off to work,
Yeah.
little lady, I'm gonna put something across social media of, you know, pick your. You can start now if you want. Well, no, wait for the post. I'm gonna make a post, and then
Hi, Cookie.
the top 5
Thank you.
videos we're gonna do a commentary on.
Yeah. I probably know which 5 I'm going to pick. Well, okay, so if we're going to pick 5 this time, I don't think that we will include the Tom Savini video because Tom Savini video is about an hour long. So if we're going to pick top 5, or not even top 5, but if we're going to pick 5 solid videos to do, we're probably going to be looking at videos that are around 20 minutes long.
An hour block, yeah.
Yeah, so it's going to be about an hour block. So we use our cell phone to do live videos. And, you know, only so much battery. We have it plugged in, of course, you know, but they all die out no matter how long you have it plugged in. So
Jamie says Manson,
Manson?
the Charles Manson one.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And that one is mostly going to be on you, but that's, you know, that's another thing that we will probably talk about. So
I have this
I have
weird.
some solid ideas.
I have this weird ability to just be like, all right, I'm going for it. I can get up at like 3 o'clock in the morning and 5 minutes later, and yeah, let's go for a drive.
Yeah.
This one here, sometimes I gotta like coerce her
he has
out.
night terrors. He has no problem falling asleep. 5 seconds on the pillow, he is out. But all night long, he has night terrors. I am already a natural born insomniac. And then I often soothe him during the night while he's having night terrors. And so I don't sleep very much at night. So if we have to get up at like 5 or 6 a.m., I probably only just got to fall asleep at 2 or 3 and 4 sometimes if I'm having a rough night. And I have a heart condition, so if you wake me up with very short amount of sleep, it's very hard on my heart. Like, I feel like it's working too hard to keep me awake. So knowing that now and kind of addressing it when we've done some of these things, we're just starting to choose not to do that. So if I wake up and I don't feel like it's going to physically be good on my health, if it's going to really stress my body out as much as I want to do it, I will say that I don't think it's a good idea, unfortunately. So if sometimes you see me not in the videos, my heart's with you, but sometimes I have to stay home.
Yeah.
It's okay though. I'm not sad. I'm not sad. He gets to have fun. And then he comes back with all these adventurous stories.
And bags of dirt.
And bags of dirt. Yeah.
I collect dirt, for instance. This right here, I don't know if you can read that. Do you read what it says for all you Leonard Skinner fans? This is dirt from where Hell House, Leonard Skinner's infamous Hell House, once stood.
I mean, shoot, I can see 3 glass bottles from here.
Yeah.
I see Large Marge.
Where's this one? Oh, yeah.
City of the Living Dead. What's the tall one in the back? I can't read it.
Pee-wee's Big Adventure. This is Large Marge, Alice Nunn, who played Large Marge. She's buried in Jacksonville. This is whenever we went to go visit her. So I collect grave dirt and dirt from strange places. Weird.
Yeah. And it's not always just from graves. Sometimes it's like our memento, you know? We have some of the filming locations, pieces of the actual structures and things, with permission. We never just take anything. We get things with permission.
Danny says, I thought you were kidding. Never!
Oh, that's a funny story for California when we were staying with...
oh my God.
Uncle John and
so,
Aunt Amy.
You guys want to hear a story? I mean, I guess that's why we're doing a live video thing.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.
So we're out in California, and it's the last day of our trip. We're getting ready to leave the next morning, and we're sitting there, we're packed up, and we're staying with our friends John and Amy, John Massari.
Thank you.
Jedi
Thank
Bill.
You so much.
Now you gotta sing.
Why? Does it say I have to sing?
I don't know.
Oh. You can't sing happy birthday to yourself.
Soil memories.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that.
So we're sitting at John Massari's dining room table in Burbank, California, and we're packed everything up.
Yeah, so when I say Uncle John and Aunt Amy, it's John Massari and his wife.
And all of a sudden, I'm like, I don't know what to do. I need some advice. And John's like, what's going on? And all of a sudden, like a drug dealer, I lay down like 15 bags of dirt. Like all packed, like really nice. Like they're like some sort of weird, like new dark oatmeal cocaine. And I'm like, I got all this grave dirt.
Do you think they'll let us through security?
Yeah. Like, how am I supposed to get this on the airplane?
Like our checked bags?
And he's like, what are you, nuts? You can't take that through TSA.
They are so surprised. We just laid it out on the table and they're like...
Yeah. So, like, we had grave dirt from, like, Walt Disney and, like, Vampira and from the Spawn Ranch Cave. Like, all this stuff. And ultimately, we ended up shipping it through the mail. Oatmeal cocaine.
I have a whole, like...
So we got dirt and weird things everywhere.
Bottled yet, yeah.
Like when we did a video on searching for Robert Johnson and the Devil's Crossroads, we were driving through the Blues Trail, and
cotton fields.
There was these cotton fields,
so pretty,
and a lot of the cotton was already picked, and the wind was picking up, and there was just cotton rolling across the highway. So I pulled over and I picked up some cotton and I put it in a jar.
Tumbleweeds.
So a memory, you know, like a lot of people go out and they want to buy T-shirts or whatever. Pictures and what have you not. We create videos, but we also take all this other craziness. Like, oh yeah, I'm getting close. Like, here's the grave of Lobster Boy.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
There's Lucio Fulci. I know I'm getting really close. Lucio Fulci we did a video on the cemetery that
That's a
City of the
good
Living
one.
Dead was filmed in.
That's a good top video to
This is
review.
Dirt from
Yeah.
that cemetery. Like, I love this stuff, man. Oh, we should do a video on this
What's
for the
that one up
folks.
there?
Up there?
Yeah. I'm too short to see the top shelf, so I forget which ones are up there. You see the one I'm seeing?
Oh.
Behind the time turner?
I think so. That's a large Marge.
Oh,
I
is
got
it?
2 bottles of large Marge.
Oh.
Like, I kind of want to do a giveaway. Like, we have.
Let me get an ounce of that large Marge.
I have another bottle
The good
just like
stuff.
this of large Marge, and we wanted to do a giveaway, but then again, it's like, wait a second, how do we properly do a giveaway and then
Oh, yeah, we
give
have to have
somebody?
water too. Is that down there? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and like, how do we give somebody this through the mail,
Oh, there'd probably be so many problems. I'd be too scared.
right?
Yeah.
But yeah, we have water from the Fountain of Youth. We have a jar of water. Oh, where's it at? Where is it at? Oh, please tell me it's still here.
Oh, the little bottle of water? It's around here. Yeah, I probably just moved it for safekeeping. It's probably with all the other grape dirt that we haven't bottled yet.
No, like, what if there was a bottle that was thrown away?
No, I would know. No, because it's the little miniature ones. I know.
Not that one.
Which one?
The radioactive Fountain of Youth.
Oh, hell no, I don't remember.
I don't know. We have a jar around here somewhere of the. I drank it. Robert says he drank it.
Ew.
When we did a video on the radioactive Fountain of Youth in Punta Gorda. So I mean, it's weird stuff all over the place.
Yeah.
Radioactive
That's
water
all.
in the house. That's
Yeah.
us. Smart. I'm feeling funny. Ooh.
I must observe you now. How are you feeling now?
Not right in the head. I had oatmeal cocaine and corn stalks.
Do you smell toast?
Why would he smell toes?
Because his brain's cooking.
Ah.
Oh, Kathy, thank you, honey.
Oh gosh.
You
Birthday
haven't met
present.
Kathy yet either. Kathy is one of my oldest friends from St. Louis, Missouri, where I grew up, and we haven't made a trip up there since we've been married. So all my friends
It's
have
planned.
yet to meet this beautiful mug. One of these, I promise, it's gonna happen. I hope within the next year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're coming up there soon. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kathy. It's not toast, that's cinnamon muffins.
I love cinnamon. God, I love cinnamon.
What else we got?
What's
Robert.
behind? Oh, it's
Don't worry about it, Robert. Just being here,
Oh,
hanging
it's
out,
okay,
hanging
yeah.
out with us. That's all that. That's
I
cool
keep
with us.
forgetting to do that. People keep asking us because they don't have the option for whatever reason to donate through YouTube when we do the live videos to be able to donate through PayPal.
PayPal.
I keep forgetting. I'm gonna make a little button and put it in like some of the videos for you guys. I promise. I'm gonna do it. This is really sad. It's not a bat pillow, but it's very close. And I put all my hair scrunchies on him because sometimes my hair annoys the crap out of me when I'm sleeping, and this is like a little light in case I need it at night. But it's toothless.
Who's toothless?
Toothless. This is toothless.
Hey, what's it say on the back?
Oh, it says Spines. Yeah. This was my birthday present? Christmas present?
Christmas present.
Anniversary present? Here's a question for you guys. Okay, so 3rd year anniversary is leather. So we didn't do the first 2 because we forgot that's like something, like when they say that, whatever anniversary year is, it's a type of material, what are you supposed to get each other? Like, so is it something you're supposed to add to your home, or is it a gift you're supposed to give each other that's made out of leather, or is it something you're supposed to like add to your decorations or something, or
Well, with the son of Florida, we give ourselves leather skin. Wait, does it have to be treated leather, or can it be leather before it's leather? Like, can I get you a cow, like a pet cow? Like,
I would
here,
love a pet cow.
here's a pet cow, baby.
Yeah.
Here,
you know
you
what?
can milk it too.
There are some miniature cows
No,
about the size of a large dog, and I want one. So careful what you say. I will make you get me a cow.
Move.
They are so cute.
You're moving
I would
out.
be so happy. I was so happy.
It's supposed to be a gift to each other. I think it's paper. I'm gonna get you a leather shoe.
Ask a
Just one shoe.
mortician. I've heard of her.
Who's that?
Ask a Mortician. It's a YouTuber who is an actual mortician.
Hmm.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I've heard of her too.
My hair was blonde in the last video. I dyed it. It's been about a week.
You dyed it
Like a solid week.
the day. I think you dyed it the day that same night.
I know we want to play
Orlando
Doctor's
was
Mask,
going
actually,
into,
we really do. Quarantine?
Yeah.
Yeah, official quarantine. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, the last video I was blonde because I was in the process of bleaching my hair so that I could dye it green. You gotta get it really, really light.
You guys ready for this? You guys ready for a little movie magic?
That's a good idea. We should just get a nice leather, like a good quality, like doctor's mask
Yeah.
as our anniversary gift.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and that's a good suggestion. I like that.
Little movie magic. Most of the videos that we shoot on
Thank
the
you.
channel are all done in one day.
Oh, wait,
Okay?
what?
Most of the videos we shoot on the channel are all done in one day. The
Yeah.
Leonard Skinner video
The number 20.
was 2 days. The second day, the second day, Jessica wasn't there, and the
wasn't
second
feeling
day,
good.
my hair was cut. Now
Oh,
here's the
yeah.
thing: when you watch the video, it's not in
that's the day
in
apart
sequential
from
order. So
Yeah.
there's parts of it goes day 1, day 2, day 1, day 1, day 2, day 1. So if you look very, very closely,
It's my version of slime, like Slimer, but it's hair.
you can see my hair is cut on the sides here, and in one of the videos it's not. Well, in part of that video it's not. So, da-da-da, there
I
you
need
go.
to do your hair again, don't I?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this hat.
We like it short in the summer
Mm-hmm.
because he's honestly adorable.
I like it short whenever,
Yeah.
all the
He
time.
actually has hair.
I got a lot of
We've made
hair.
a point now to not wear the hat sometimes in some videos because he wears hats so often and we buzz the underside that people think he's bald. I love that.
Hey
I love it
baby,
so much.
do
His
you want?
hair's not straight either, just so y'all know.
Do you want an emo cupcake?
No, wait, take her out.
But no, this is my Michael Jackson stand.
Take it out.
Oh, damn it.
Ready? His hair is naturally curly. And I don't mean wavy, like he's got a little, body to it. I mean, I can boing his curls and boing, boing, and they, bounce back. And
Mikey Depp.
I'm always
Oh,
like, his hair's like up to here, it's fluffy.
maybe I should do that. Maybe for
He hates when I touch it.
maybe for our leather, I can go all Depp and get like a little leather,
Little bracelet.
little leather bracelet that
Yeah.
says like, I don't know,
Bad booty.
bad booty. That's right.
Oh, man.
I
I
done
love you.
Depped up. Anywho. It's gotten to that point. We're
Thank
like
you.
87 minutes and 53, 54, 55 seconds into this.
Stop counting seconds.
And we're starting to lose our minds.
Tiger King can get us some lion shoes.
I want the DVD and the CD of his
Yeah.
music and videos.
Yeah.
Like, that's, man, I'm not a big fan of reaction videos, but I feel like we need to do a reaction video on every single one of his.
I feel like because we've already watched it, a reaction video should be when you're watching something for the first time, so you can get that like really, really good.
Let's recreate it.
Oh no!
Shot for shot. Grimm Life Collective does the Tiger King.
Way too long.
No, like I can dress like a priest. You can dress like Carol
Jeez.
Baskin, and we can dress the dogs up as the thingamadoos. I don't
Thanks.
know. Please don't. Don't ever mention anything like that again, Jessica. What were you doing? Oh, it's craziness. But they were good, but they weren't him singing it.
No, so his voice is overplayed by like 1%, and it becomes like he can legally say that he's saying that music. But yeah, I actually posted about this on Twitter because Twitter is a buzz. We're all sleuths and stuff, and I actually found out the name of the artist. I can't remember what it is right now. I mean, I can look it up for you.
Reaction videos tick me off as well, and here's why. I know, there's not a single person that I know who is that excited about anything. unless they're like 4 years old and it's Christmas and they got like a PlayStation or something like that. People get so excited during reaction videos, and I'm just like,
I don't get it either. Maybe it's a generational thing.
I don't know.
I don't know, but Troy asked me what my favorite comedy show is, and I feel like I have said this a lot, which is I don't mind repeating it. It's on Netflix here in the United States. I don't know if it's on Netflix in Europe or abroad, but it's a Scottish show.
Have a good night, Ian.
Called
Tomorrow night, midnight.
Still Game.
Mhm.
And there's Still Game, and then the one before that is called Chewing the Fat, and I'm obsessed with Still Game. I watch it on repeat sometimes. It's a Scottish comedy sketch show. Well, Chewing the Fat is actually the sketch show, and then they take one of the sketches and make it into a 7-season series. I think it actually ran for 9, but they only have 7 on Netflix. But yeah, I'm completely addicted to it.
Now, you said, so somebody just mentioned, all right, okay.
Thank you.
2 things. Somebody just asked if we play video games.
We've been talking about that a lot lately.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
with everything that's been happening, now hear us out, okay? We have no idea how long we're going to be inside for. Live videos like this are a lot of fun. Ding, ding, dang, ding, ding, dang, dang. We've been debating the idea of getting a game system
Yeah.
and playing games and hanging out live like they do,
Like on
that kind of
Twitch.
stuff.
Yeah.
We're probably going to die all the time, but it'd be a lot of fun.
I'm
I
decent
would think.
at some of it.
Would that be something you guys would be interested
I really
in?
liked playing
if we did-
Halo when you can like play against each other.
Yeah. Like if we can
I
do
love
something like
that.
together and like
Yeah.
play and like hang out with you guys, like would that be awesome?
Something you can do is put 2 player. I loved.
Or does it
I
seem
used
like too much?
I used to. I don't remember which one it was. It was like Halo 9 or something. But you could go in and join other players where you had to do specific things as like teams and stuff, and or you were just against each other. And I got really good at that. At first, I was looking at my feet all the time, and I didn't know how to point my joystick.
Like we're not gamers in any way,
Speak
shape, or
for
form.
yourself.
She plays a lot of games.
I have like 5 mobile games that I play religiously. Like I'm in it to win it kind of thing. I spend a lot of money on them and all that.
Hello, cool K's.
I
Adventures.
would love to have a game system. If I were going to buy anything, I would probably go with PlayStation 4 because I would have to play Kingdom Hearts. I think would be Kingdom Hearts, Arkham Asylum, all the Arkhams. I want to play all the Arkham shows. I want to play all the Arkham games. And then there's a handful that I've seen that I've just looked at like in the stores just out of curiosity, and I don't remember the names, but I would know it if I saw the case again that I would love to try out. But we never have any free time as it is, and it's like we get so excited about the idea, and then it's like we'd never play it.
Like I feel like doing
Hi.
movie watch parties is more our game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean,
If
we
that makes
talk
sense.
about doing it as far as to like use it to do different versions of live videos with you guys, because it does come with like some of them come with camera systems and whatnot. But I love the Arkham games. Man, I got really deep into playing those when I had the opportunity, but that was years ago. I haven't played a console game. Let's see, since I lived in New York, and that was 6 years ago.
Yeah, so, I don't know. It
That
might
was fun,
happen.
though.
If anything, it's not so much like it's something to help us pass the time.
Yeah,
And
but we never have free time.
right, but I
Yeah.
mean, like if let's say this whole
Mm.
kit and caboodle gets a lot worse a doodle. You know what I mean?
It would be
And
me
then we're
playing
stuck
a
at
lot of
home.
stuff during the day.
Right.
Yeah.
So like it's something more for us to do to pass the time. But would you guys, if we ended up doing that for us to pass the time, we might extend it to like a live thing, just to kind of
to
hang out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But it would probably still, I would say, the majority would probably be me hanging out during the day.
Donna asked if we had any fur babies.
We do. So in the household we have 3 total. Technically only one of them is ours, which is the cat.
And
then
what's the cat's name?
Kitty?
No.
I just call him Kitty.
I know you just call the cat Kitty, but what's
Yeah.
the cat's full name?
Oh, his name is Morningstar,
Uh-huh.
but it's too long to say, so I say Kitty.
You know what I call the cat? $20.
$20.
I'm like, you're only worth $20, cat. Get away from me. The cat hates me. I love the cat, but the cat hates me. The cat doesn't want anything to do with me. Yeah.
Oh, we don't know why.
If I pick him up, the cat pretends like he's dead.
He goes completely limp, and then
Jessica used to think that the cat was like asleep. Like, look, the cat takes great pleasure and comfort in sleeping in your arms. I'm like, no, the cat's pretending like he's dead. And then the moment a window opens,
he's a black
the cat bolts.
Yeah. So he's a
$20.
rescue. And the thing is that Michael saved his life. He was an abandoned itty bitty baby kitten. He was maybe 5 weeks old. He's a fully black cat. And he was so sick, and Michael just couldn't say no because he found him in a parking lot crying.
So tiny.
So small.
Like that tiny.
So
like palm of your hand tiny.
He brought him home. We spent like $250 at the vet's getting him healthy. And
we just had him.
And now he hates him.
We just had him neutered too.
I don't know.
So we took him to like one of those the buses,
He likes me.
the ball buses.
Yeah. But he really took to one of the dogs that's here. There's 2 dogs here too, Mia and Bella, who are my mom's. They're both rescues as well. One is a blue heeler pit bull mix, and the other one is a golden lab pit bull mix. But the blue heeler just looks like a blue heeler.
I was hoping that was gonna come and go real quick, but no. I said the ball bus.
Hi, Keith. I would go grab the cat, but I usually have to find him first, so I would have to just look for him, and then I'd have to like. He's not comfortable around Michael. And it's the saddest thing to say. He is a male cat, and we have heard that male cats don't take to other males in the house, being humans too. Thank you. He loves me and Mom. I mean, and the girls. Both of the dogs are also female. Mia just turned 5, and Bella, I believe, is 3. I forgot what I was saying, but yeah, I'm not gonna go grab him because I'd have to chase him down, and then he would want to crawl out of my arms because when I get near Michael, he just is not happy, so it's okay.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Hello, UK! I hope you guys are doing
It's really late in the UK right now.
I know, thank you for
really late. Holy crap. Argentina?
Wow.
Jinx.
Ha ha ha.
Now you owe me a Coke.
You owe me Coke.
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah.
Wink. Wink?
Look,
Wink?
kid's a deer. There's something that's supposed to happen when you say give kids a deer, but I ain't doing it because it's a family-oriented show.
Family-oriented show? Oh my god. I'll ask you off camera.
No, Chevy Chase, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, and Vacation movies. They're driving. He's like, "Look, kids, there's a deer," and they turn and they look, and he gives the people the finger.
Okay.
Dad's root beer. No, Dad's root beer tonight. Instead, it's the white monster. Ugh.
That's a good question. What do you? Once this whole thing is over, when everything's cleared, they say you can go about your days and start planning your vacations and traveling again. It would depend on the timeline of things opening back up. Because there's a lot of conventions that we had planned on going to. We were going to see our first one in Texas,
Dallas,
Texas Frightmare,
beginning of May. That's pushed.
Which is, of course, now out of the question because everything's been canceled. Yeah. We were going to be going to
not canceled, rescheduled.
Right, everything's not. Things are getting canceled. They're being rescheduled. But I mean, Rockville has been
canceled
closed,
this year.
Been canceled. We were going to be going to that. Yeah, we did a giveaway for that, and unfortunately.
They canceled it this year, Rockville. It's not coming back till next year.
No.
2021.
Thank you.
So we were supposed to be in Dallas at the beginning of May for Texas Frightmare weekend.
We were supposed to be
That's been pushed till September
Austin.
11th, 12th, and 13th. So September 11th, 12th, and 13th, if this stuff clears up enough for us to travel,
now,
we'll be in Dallas.
If nothing had changed and life was just, what it had been every day, right now we would have been in Dallas or Austin. Austin. Yeah, so... for my birthday. It was going to be a birthday trip. I was supposed to see some bats, but it's okay. I had a hiccup.
So once they give us the clear, depending on what time of year it is, what month.
Yeah.
We'll probably end up being going to the Austin area. Because, well, there's the thing that was happening at the Texas gas station that we have tickets for.
Oh,
But
yeah.
that's been pushed
But
back.
that's been, yeah, so
Yeah.
a lot of things have been rescheduled, so
Just
there's,
when things line up.
yeah, it's hard to really answer that question without having a lot more information. Oh, it's 3 a.m. there?
In Argentina?
Oh my goodness.
Oof.
No, she was in, she's from France, but she's not able to be there because of the corona, so she's in Casablanca right now.
Hey,
Yeah.
John Wick.
We were just watching John Wick 3, and he went to Casablanca. I want to see a spice market so badly. It looks so cool.
I'll throw oregano at you. Like, hey, baby, come here. And then just whap it at your face. And then oregano. And then you're like, what'd you do that for? And I'd be like, salt, pepper.
What about the stuff that they keep using in Pirates of the Caribbean? Paprika?
What? Don't call me that on camera.
Paprika? Paprika?
Paprika.
Thank you, Nadia. See you soon. Good
Why
night,
would
sweetheart.
somebody like to eat paprika when it has the word reek in it? Paprika. How about pop doesn't rika?
Dude, your dad jokes are so lame sometimes. I swear. Sometimes I'm just rolling and
Paprika.
they're great. But yeah, no. Someone was asking about your neck tattoos. What do they say? Hold on, I gotta scroll for it. Oh, just want to know if it hurt.
No. So I have tattoos everywhere, including like, on my chest.
Apple.
Shush. I fell asleep during all of this, including like my chest. The most painful tattoo that I ever had
Oh, Chris, that
is
sounds
right
amazing.
there. That little bit right there. My stomach, my chest, my legs, my back, it didn't hurt. That was a pain in the boot.
You can't just put it in my face and not expect me to bite it.
I'll quit it. Weirdo. You're so
Thank
like
you.
well lit when you look down. Look, she's very ghostly. Rocky Horror Picture Show locations. That is overseas. At some point, that is on the list. Yes, it is.
I thought that was filmed here in the States.
No.
Aw.
Maybe the remake, but no.
How the heckins did you fall asleep? I have one tattoo, one tiny little tattoo that's on my ankle, and when I got it, I laughed because it tickled.
There's pictures on my social media of me hanging from meat hooks, human suspension. You can find them.
Really good, too.
Go find them now.
How many hooks did you have in your back?
5. 2 on each shoulder blade and 1 on my spine.
Is that because you're so tall, so you're
Well,
heavier?
Yeah, no, it's just, so each one holds, I think, about like 80 pounds, 80 to 90 pounds. So this is my back. Like, let's say this is my back. So they had 1 meat hook here, 1 meat hook there, and then there. And then we thought it would look really cool to just put one right there in the middle. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So you did the cross thing. You
Now,
did the
there's a
cross
video
suspension.
somewhere. There's an actual documentary called Suspend a Personal Journey where my suspension is in it, me hanging from a hook. And ready for this? I do the time warp swinging in the air.
No, that I have not seen. But explain to them what it feels like.
It's, okay, so imagine, does somebody ask?
No, not exactly,
Okay.
sort of, yeah.
So human suspension hanging from hooks. Bear with me here. Okay. Imagine if somebody were to take a razor blade and then just make 1,000 cuts at the same exact time on your back and then light it on fire. That's what it felt like. And then it hurt so much that the first time that I threw up. And the moment I threw up,
You're fine.
everything was perfectly fine. It didn't
Endorphins.
hurt, nothing. It was
Yeah.
like my body retrained itself so much, and so much in fact
say that
that when my feet finally hit the ground,
you had to redo it all again.
it was like normal was what hurt.
Yeah.
So it was like my body
Pressure.
retrained itself,
Yeah,
and
the
now it
pressure,
was
yeah.
like, wait, no. So I had to retrain itself again. And you ready for this? As painful and as excruciatingly and pleasantly relaxing as it was, I'd do it again in a heartbeat. Like, it was the most relaxing thing in the world. For about 6 to 7 months after that, I felt like $1 million. Like, I can see why so many tribes would do it as like a religious elevation?
It probably releases certain, not even maybe long-lasting endorphins or something in the brain. You know, I mean, they're starting to just now come out scientifically saying that MDMA retrains certain things in your mind that would be extremely beneficial to people with PTSD and other things like that. You know, so there might be, you know, clinically treated conditions that are going to be not cured but help to heal with drugs that have been illegal for how long? You know, I mean, there's so much that we don't know, but I wasn't paying attention. Did you tell him about how the pops?
Oh yeah, you can hear it. You can hear, so like, all right, so here's your spine, right? There's your bones. Then you got muscles. This is not how it really is, but just imagine for me, right? You got bones, you got muscles, and you got skin. So whenever you pierce, when you put the needles in, all right, they got to go between your skin and your muscle. So when you step off the ladder and you're lifted,
yeah,
you can hear and feel the skin separate.
Some people do get addicted to it, yeah, because
and it
of
sounds,
the properties.
you can hear it's like a pop. Like when you think of like, did you ever like get Chinese food?
Well, there's no
and you
air
bite into that
inside
gristle?
the body like that. Yeah.
That's
so
what it feels
basically,
like.
when you're separating flesh from muscle mass, so
oh, there's more to us than you know.
I'm sure a little bit of air does get in there because of the hooks, but you're basically separating, you know, flesh from muscle. And oddly enough, no, he has no scars from it.
Mm-mm.
None at all. I actually sometimes forget that you've done that because you don't have any scars.
8-gauge hooks, 5 of them across my back.
Yeah. The only scars that you have that I can think of, I mean, he has moles that I keep attacking, so one day those might be scars. But the only scars I can think of are the ones on your ribcage from the razor show you did.
The what? What razor show?
I don't know, you did something with razors. You got scars from it.
There's the body as a road map. Chris is like, razor show? Yeah, well, kind of like Captain Howdy. There you go, David. Captain Howdy. When we did an interview with D. Snyder, and I asked him about...
Oh, we are type O negative colors. I didn't realize that till now. Thank you for pointing that out.
We did a interview with D. Snyder.
Oh, thank you.
From Twisted Sister at last year's Spooky Empire, and he was a very colorful human being. And I asked him about Strangeland on camera.
Oh, like a memory from it, yeah.
So,
that one's up on the video list.
We do a Grimm interview, and basically it's one question. In all of your profession,
experiences, yeah.
Right? Maybe like a special movie. What's the most memorable thing that sticks out? And
while filming that movie,
filming that movie, and D. Snyder told us a pretty interesting story that happened on the set of Strangeland. Yeah.
Balls.
Ball bus.
I don't know if I'm going to get this right, but basically when they were filming the scene...
I'm glad you got them, Chris. The first time they sold out, and then we had to order new ones. Yeah, the holographic figures. So we still have them in our shop.
Yeah. I love those. They're so nice. What I was saying is, if I'm remembering correctly, the story he told was that there's a scene where he's in like a loincloth, but like they kill him or something like that, and he's supposed to be laying on the floor, so you just drop, you know, and he wasn't wearing anything protective underneath it because otherwise it would have shown. So he's just, you know, free balling. And I guess when he fell, his loincloth flipped up, but he didn't know it. And one of the other actresses couldn't keep a straight face.
Yeah, but she was underage.
Oh, was she?
Sure, that was the part where it was like, oh no. But
yeah, she couldn't keep it straight. She kept laughing and stuff, and she finally told him, "I can see your balls."
D. Snyder was pretty amazing. He was a little intimidating.
So it wasn't even on purpose. He wasn't even like flashing her on purpose, you know. Free bird or free balling? I don't know. I forget what it's called. You know, like when you wear a kilt and you're not wearing any underwear.
Free balling.
No, it's a commando.
Commando. Oh yeah, well that you can go commando anytime, really.
Well, that's just no underwear, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I don't know. I said free balling because I couldn't think commando.
I'm sure I heard Ozzy's song "Straight to Hell."
I'm sure I've heard it. Yeah.
How about this crap?
Yeah, well,
How about this crap? Leonard Skinner today released a new song. And just the other day we did.
It's called Chili.
So Jim Rose Circus, Jay Son, you ready for this? Here's another little crazy story. You ready for this? Ready for this? So years and years ago, November 24th, 1994. No, this is crazy. This is life. November 24th, 1994. I was living in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and me and my friend Brian bleep bleep snuck out of our
I'm
house.
giving you the lighting, the creepy lighting.
We snuck out of our house and drove 1 hour south into downtown Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania to see the Downward Spiral tour, which was 9 Inch Nails.
And David Bowie, wasn't it?
Nope.
No.
9 Inch Nails. Opening up for 9 Inch Nails was a band that nobody heard of, and they were really, 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 really freaking weird, called Marilyn Manson.
Oh, yeah.
They were pretty awesome. Never heard of them until then. And then opening up for Marilyn Manson was the Jim Rose Circus Sideshow. Now, the Jim Rose Circus Sideshow, they
I knew
did
that from something.
all kinds of crazy things on stage, like meat skewers, sword swallowing, but all of their acts revolved around they do not bleed. Are they real human people? They do not bleed. How is this possible?
Yeah.
I was at that concert. There was another person at that concert. About 10 years later, I met this person. His name was Nick. Bleep, bleep. And we started a sideshow that some of you we talked about earlier. And our thing was, well, let's do the same exact thing that the Jim Rose Circus does, but let's bleed. When we used to perform on clubs in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, we kid you not, we would lay plastic down on the stage, and we would do whatever we could to get the audience to puke. You ready for this? The very first show that we did, I also got my tongue pierced that night.
Oh, okay.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Ba-da-da, blood loss fun. It was crazy. You know, it was back in the 90s. You know, this was like 1997, 98.
They're asking if you've seen the Elevation Act of his. I don't think I've seen any of it.
Talk more about the Elevation Act. I don't know.
That's from Jason, yeah.
But yeah, I'm a big fan of Jim Rose. Big fan. Yeah.
I actually, I didn't tour with Manson, but I got to be on a couple of his spots in Missouri because friends at the time were opening for him. And they were actually saying how he was like a really nice person. Like,
I heard that too.
The whole stage thing, like, you know, he kind of acts like an asshole on stage, but like behind stage, he's like really sweet. So it's always like really reassuring when you hear, you know, that people are actually just good human beings. A lot of people who are tortured, who do like darker things like music and whatnot, when they're not doing it just for the image and whatnot, they're just trying to get their demons out. They're usually such nice people.
Jim Rose Circus Sideshow, Mr. Jim Rose. If you are around, or if anybody knows Jim Rose in any way, shape, or form, please put us in contact. I'd like to talk to Jim and express my gratitude for everything that he's done. Yeah. Anyhow, so somebody asked if we watched David Blaine's magic special.
I didn't know that there was one. I had no idea.
We kind of got lost in this show called Westworld. We've kind of become obsessed about it, and we can't get it out of our heads. So we've been watching Westworld a lot.
Appreciate it.
Oh.
So many people have come in tonight and said happy birthday, and I just really appreciate it, you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me today on the day of my birthday. It means a lot.
I do not know about the levitation one thing, no.
Yeah. We just started, we were literally on like, I think we finished episode 2 of season 1 before we started our live video tonight. So we just started Westworld. Yeah. I thought it got a lot further than 3 seasons, but I'm remembering something different.
Well, there was an older TV show and a movie. Or it was an old movie, and then, So, like, when we're done with this, we're going to go and dive further into Westworld. So.
Yeah. Gotta watch Hair Cake. I don't know what Hair Cake is, but I will watch it, I promise.
Hair and Cake. We like watching Nailed It. Nailed It is amazing.
I'm totally down to try to have our own version of Nailed It one of these days. Like,
okay.
I mean, there's things... Okay, so where a lot of people have a really hard time on Nailed It is with modeling fondant. Because some of the things they give you to do are just like... really intricate, especially for beginners. And at least the people who go on Nailed It are actually trying and have been trying for a while. I never practice.
I want to go on Nailed
It's
It.
gonna be a disaster.
Do you think I can try to get on? I'm gonna go on Nailed It. I'm gonna create a video and put it on Nailed It. I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. That's right. And I'm gonna cook. I'm gonna bake.
Favorite horror comedy. My current favorite horror comedy has to be Satanic Panic. And I consider that one a horror comedy. What else could it not be? Or wait, what did I say?
Oh, Satanic Panic.
No, but I'm pretty sure that one's classified as a horror comedy.
I would see it as a horror comedy.
Yeah, I would say it as a horror comedy.
What did we just watch recently? Oh crap. The Hunt.
Oh god, Ninja Warrior. I loved watching that show, especially when it came out, but there's no way I could do that obstacle course. I'd need a lot of training. The Hunt. Yeah, that, hold on, my brain's reminding. That's a really good one, too. See, sometimes, like, it's really hard to know what to classify certain things as. I don't even know if you would call that a horror. Or like an action? I don't know. That one's tricky.
Why do you have glitter on your nose?
Dude, no one knows.
That's right. Girls sweat glitter. So do unicorns.
I liked Hostel.
I wish they would make more.
I don't. They started getting really, really cheesy.
I like cheesy. I like
Yeah,
cheese.
it's not like in a good way. You love really bad B films, so that's right up your alley. Yeah, what was it called? Three from Hell. We actually have not seen that one yet. Not
don't want
on
to.
purpose, but like leading up to it being released and people starting to give a lot of their opinions, we just had not had the opportunity. We missed it in theaters and all this other stuff, and now we're just kind of not really sure we want to.
Right.
Kind of honest.
I mean, it's on Shudder.
Okay,
and it's right there. I can watch it whenever.
This is a huge unpopular opinion, but I am not a huge fan of Rob Zombie's horror films. Now, other unpopular opinion, I actually really liked his remake of Halloween. Halloween 2, I don't really remember too well, but the first one, I think he did a really good job. 31, I thought was okay.
I still haven't seen that.
You haven't seen 31?
No.
I've seen a horror movie you haven't seen? Ooh. But like, Devil's Rejects and House of a Thousand Corpses, like, there was like shock horror, you know, like it reminded me of like the people from the 90s who like would run up to you and like do stupid shit just to like get the shock value out of you or something, you know what I mean? And that's what his movies felt like to me.
I like the 70s. Somebody said like
Is that what they're supposed to reflect as the 70s?
Big fan of the 70s, a lot of 70s music. Like my favorite.
I didn't feel it reflected that though.
My favorite. You ready for this one?
And the sets felt really empty to me. I don't know. I don't know.
My favorite Rob Zombie movie, believe it or not, is and visually I feel it's stunning. 2, I like the location, and 3, I like the atmosphere that was created for it. Lords of Salem. I love Lords of Salem.
Now I like Lords of Salem. It's one of the sleeper movies, and I really actually like that one, especially towards the end, especially when you have things like now like Midsummers and stuff like that. I feel like that was like an earlier version of like kind of these, what would you call them, like cult-ish films, cult horror almost, which is funny because we really don't like Hereditary, like collectively. Neither one of us liked Hereditary. I almost fell asleep, y'all, in the movie theater because like I was getting really bored.
There's one reason that I do not like Hereditary. One reason alone, and it really ticked me off. People loved Hereditary, and people were like, it needs to win an Oscar. But I refuse to even acknowledge any sort of like for Hereditary because of one reason, and that's Gabriel Byrne.
Oh,
he is so one of my favorite actors in the entire world. Yeah. And his role in that movie was so lame.
What do you say? Demasculate?
And like, it was like, I feel like they had him in there and they could have done so much with him. That part, that movie could have been amazing with him in it.
Thank you guys.
And it just wasn't. It was just like, I'm a dad.
I used to see him in a very like, not even like masculine, but
End of Days was phenomenal with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, I wanted him to win so bad in
God.
End of Days. I wanted it to be one of those movies where the bad guy won. I wanted it to happen, and it was just kind of like, oh. But I think with Gabriel Byrne, he always has like such a solid character who's like not unsure of themselves, you know. So maybe he was just trying something like role wise, you know. But when you're so used to him, you know, being like the suave guy or like having a certain presence, and then in Hereditary he was very like his masculinity just like felt cut out of him like on purpose. So he was like the
he felt like the disposable dad character. Like
yeah, well they obviously have a bad marriage and things like that, you know, but like so I feel like he was like defeated, you know, his I don't know how else to put it into words, but yeah.
Somebody, I'm not sure if somebody just asked if we're into Korean horror
Korean
films.
horror.
I'm not sure if it's
really
Korean,
intense.
but Train to Busan was amazing, and we
Yeah.
just watched the trailer for Peninsula, and it looks absolutely phenomenal. So we're excited about that. So yes, and yes. Maximum Overdrive, that was filmed a little
Great movie.
a little north here.
That was a really great movie.
I heard I've been wanting to go up and do the filming location for Maximum Overdrive, but I heard that the sets are no longer there. Like the gas station, it's no longer there. I feel like we should do something with Tremors. Just a thought.
A lot of people did not like Us. We saw it in theater, and I actually really loved Us. I thought it had some really good catch moments, some really good jump moments. A lot of people were very confused by the storyline. When we left, we heard a great mixture of things, and people were there for it. They were there to fully support it because it looked like an original, you know, horror movie, which we haven't had in a long time. And a lot of people left completely confused by the storyline. I think the ending does leave a little uncertainty there of which way you're supposed to follow the storyline and what actually happened. But I really enjoyed it. Other than that,
Elizabeth.
what did I miss?
So
Sorry.
somebody said that a movie was filmed in her hometown of, ready for this? Rome,
Good night, Tara.
Georgia. Now here's a little crazy thing about Rome, Georgia. There's Atlanta, and then Rome, Georgia is like northwest of Atlanta, in the middle of really nowhere. Do we have two friends?
The Strangers, the one that just came out. Well, I don't know if it just came out, but what was the title of that one?
I have no clue.
Sorry.
But what I'm saying is we have some friends that live in Rome, Georgia, and there's somebody else.
Yeah, we do.
I don't know if you know them or not, but yeah.
That'd be funny if they were friends. Yeah.
They're like next door neighbors.
Yeah.
They barbecue like,
That's
hey, did you guys
that's
watch
just
that
smaller than it
crappy
looks.
Grimm Life video?
Rome, Georgia looks a lot bigger than it looks.
Right.
Yeah. Sorry guys, I'm struggling to get through some of the feed because I have to keep blocking somebody. I'm really annoying.
Home invasion movies I'm a big fan of. The Strangers, amazing movie. Pray at Night, which I think you were just talking about. We watched it about a week and a half ago. We weren't too fond of it going into it. We're like, eh. But by the end of the movie, we're like, holy hell, that was a great movie. Yeah, Pray at Night.
So the first Strangers, love it. Of course, you gotta love it. I was really pleasantly surprised by the second one. Really pleasantly surprised. We were talking such smack on it when we first started watching it. It was just kind of like, let's watch it and get it over with. We can say we watch it so if people ask us questions. And we were trashing this movie so bad, like, 10 minutes in. And the cast was great. I mean, we were going, it's got some, big actors in it. Hopefully they can pull this out of the mud. And, maybe half an hour into it, we're just kind of like, you have my attention.
Go for it.
Yeah, and then, just continued to watch it. And it was a pleasant, how do you say? I don't know if it was something I would go, ooh, that was a really good movie. But, yeah, I liked it. It's a good one.
I think it's about time that we close up.
Is it that hour?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Give you guys, thank you for hanging out with us this evening for this one's...
Oh, yeah, the ending of the first one was painful.
Quarantine Green birthday.
Bye, Kathy.
We have a video that's coming out that we shot today
It's
in a cemetery,
neon, too.
away from any living soul. A little PSA on everything that's going. It's going to be
Also,
coming out this week.
I don't have one yet, but my hair does glow under UV black light, but I thought I had one and it must be in storage with all my Halloween stuff. So one of these days, I'm going to order one and you guys are going to see my hair go in the dark. Glow in the dark.
Tomorrow night at midnight, we're going to be doing a watch party, a commentary on probably 5 of our previous most talked about, I guess you would say, videos that don't have anything to do with theme parks. So tomorrow night at midnight, look for a notification to join us live. New video coming out this week, as well as if you are a patron.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much.
If you go to patreon.com for $1 a month, every part of that goes towards the travels and bringing videos to you. $1 a month gets you a part of the Grimm family. You get access to behind the scenes and bloopers. We got some coming from our PSA that we filmed today. And if you want to, I think it's like $3 or $5 or more, you get to become part of the Grimm. No, it's $3 or more. You get part. You get you get a postcard sent to you. $5 and $10. You just go to patreon.com. But yeah.
So there's 2 different levels of postcards.
There's 3 different levels of postcards. Yeah.
Heckens.
Just go to patreon.com if you're interested. $1 a month, it helps out. If not, just watch the videos, say hi, hang out with us.
Thank you so much, everybody.
You guys are awesome.
Thank you for all the birthday wishes and the compliments on my new hair. I love this hair. I think this is maybe my favorite color so far. I've done all the colors. I really love the pastels. But this neon green, I am just so in love with it right now. And again, thank you everybody for all the birthday wishes. And if you've left me birthday wishes on any of my social media platforms, I will probably not be getting back to those until tomorrow or the day after. So they'll let them all come in so I don't have to keep going back, for each individual. But I will respond to you. I love you guys very much. Thank you so much for all the birthday wishes.
I just want to squish your cheeks.
Squish my cheeks.
Squish your cheeks.
Squish my cheeks. In case you missed it when we first came in, you guys sit up straight. Sit up straight. Ready? Ready?
You guys have a good night. See you guys tomorrow night.